Oh my God.
Oh, don't. Fucking hell.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Tactical Devils. This is your host, Jarvis Cocker, the professional guy who never F up in the beginning, but okay. I'm in a good mood. We won the game 1-0. 2-1. That was great. Late goal from Bruno Fernandes. And with me tonight, as always, my good pal, Stu Woolley. And it was a tight one. We could have dropped the points at the end. Glasgow Rangers scored, and it didn't look good. But then Bruno popped up out of nowhere and scored a winner. How did it make you feel, Stu? Were you happy? Were you relieved?
Neither. I was neither relieved, neither happy. Do you know, I'm not even going to go through the old deja vu situation. It just appears to me that whatever Amarin says, it's just not getting through to these players. Now, we can argue all we like about circumstance, about individual errors, about lack of desire, lack of will, etc., etc., etc. I get all of that honestly, and I do. You know, we're both players, so we know, we understand that side of it. But I think Amarin must be now bereft of ideas on how to get through to these, what you would consider to be intelligent human beings who have been playing football, you know, 3/4 of their lives, most of them. And that's being generous to some of them, some earlier. And I just think that whatever we do, whatever Amarin says, whatever the coaching staff says, whatever they do on the analytics side, I just think maybe is my audio okay?
Well, you sound a little bit off, but I can hear you loud.
I might have to put up with it tonight. I might have to get a new mic. Sorry, guys, if my audio is off. That's my bad. And I just think I've got to a stage now where it's hard to enjoy a win. It's, we should be really enjoying a win, but it's difficult to enjoy a win, and I don't want to be a downer tonight because I think everybody in the chat's really upbeat. I know you're really upbeat, and I want to be upbeat, but I don't think, Jarvis, we can sugarcoat what we've actually witnessed tonight.
No.
Do you?
You are allowed to say your opinion. This is what the channel is about. It's freedom of speech, and in a way, I don't want to bum everybody out. We won.
No,
I'm on a high, at the end. But from a performance perspective, from a performance point of view, we saw this game and didn't look good. I would say the quality of this Glasgow Rangers team were really off. I don't think they don't hold the Premier League standard. It was more like a championship level, and they had a couple of good players. But besides that, I think this is where a game that we should win easy.
Yeah.
And that was my my initial thoughts. And I thought we looked flat. We had no urgency. We were sloppy on the ball. We were lacking quality, and especially we lacked creativity. And I would say the creativity was really missing in the from the midfield, the central midfield. I think Bruno playing deeper doesn't work. I think he loses the ball way too many times. He tries too difficult things, and sometimes he's always like, he tries a difficult pass, and we win the ball back, and Bruno goes like this around on the pitch. Why? He wants everybody to like cool down, but he's the guy who's giving the ball away, and in the next instance he's like this, And I don't know why. I don't understand. I was actually in the halftime. We're going to make a compilation of Bruno losing the ball, but I didn't have time, to go through all the. But I have a couple that we will go through.
It's probably good that you don't, because we might get people thinking, well, we've got an agenda on Bruno. We don't. Actually, what you've noticed is just general play throughout the period of the game. I think you're right about Rangers. I think they're a poor side. They're 13 points off Celtic, aren't they, or something along those lines. 10 points in Scottish football. They've recently, Clement's got them picked up recently, but they went and lost to St Mirren. I think it was at the weekend or their last match, and they come down to Old Trafford, and they've got this game plan, haven't they? They were difficult to beat. They could have scored maybe one, maybe two in the first half. Bayındır had his moments again, didn't he, with his kicking? But ultimately, he pulled off one or two really, really good saves. And our concentration levels completely, disappeared again. I just don't understand. And this is what I don't understand, Jarvis, right? In the dressing room, you go through your own personal way, what you do with the shin pads, etc. But you know what you're heading out to, so you know what you're going to ultimately be up against and face. And
yes,
he's changed the system again. Sorry, not the system, but he's rotated the players again. I get that. We've got Fulham on Sunday night, and we all know that's going to be a nightmare of a game fixture.
Yes.
And look, bringing Eriksen in and bringing Collier in, playing Euro again, benching Maguire. These things, I know why he's done it, and I know he's pushed it. He's thinking of Sunday. Getting over the line tonight was imperative. I think we're going to avoid the playoffs now, aren't we? I think we're going to go through automatically. I think it
looks good. I think we are in fourth place now.
Fourth place now, yeah. So it looks like, and we're away, aren't we, next Thursday to, I can't remember who it is. But we're away next Thursday. And I think ultimately we've got over this hurdle, but we've struggled to get over a Scottish hurdle. And to me, it's almost like the players are provoking the fans into this type of abyss. I'd love to know from the tactical room how they're actually feeling. Do they know how they're feeling? Are they happy? Are they despondent? I'd love to know. Please let us know, because you know me, Jarvis, I don't get excited anyway. That. But I really am disappointed in myself that I just can't get up for this win.
Yeah, I feel the same. Stu, can you do me a big favor? I will talk to the chat for 1 minute. Try to log out and log in to see if you can get your mic working, because it's not sounding well. So I will. Yeah,
I might just unplug it and just use the laptop mic tonight.
Yeah, you can try something. Yeah. So guys, this is the Europa League table as it stands the current moment. You see Lazio is on top of the table. Frankfurt, Atletico Bilbao, and Man United, we are in third. So it looks like we are avoiding the extra playoff game. That's 2 matches, and that's great. More time for Amorim to practice. And for me personally, my local team, Bodø/Glimt, is in 10th place. So they might get into that top 8. That will be incredible if they can. But Man United at the moment sitting 4th with 15 points, 2 points down to the 9th place. So I think we still need to win the last game. I don't know who are we playing against in the last game. If any of you know, put it in the chat. So it will be interesting to see. I just want to say hi to everybody tuning in. We have Lillis coming in. He comes in with a strong one. Maguire, what a clown. Bayındır had 6 saves in that game. That goal scored Rangers. No one can save that. Yeah, I agree. I think Bayındır was great. And Maguire, I don't know what happened. I think he just...
Hello. How's that?
Yes.
I'm just using my laptop microphone. I'll sort my other one out later.
Now you sound fantastic, Stu. Fantastic.
Lovely.
Thank you
for
sorting
a lot
it out.
of people in the chat, though, old friends, would prefer me not to sound clear. Like my old mate Trev. I think he prefers me in the swimming pool, something like that. I don't have to listen to Stu then.
Yeah. Well, you sounded like you were talking from the other side of the wall, Like,
oh, did I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's my rig. That's my mic rig. So maybe I need a new one.
Yeah, well, I can recommend one of these. I bought a new one myself, so it's quite good.
I like a Rode. Yeah,
It's a
so
road.
I think I will invest in a road.
Mm. That's good. That's good. Trevor Wade is in the house. Big up, Trevor Wade. They say while it was a bit of a disjointed performance, the most important thing is the 3 points. Keep the Wolves at bay for now, and that's well said. And you know, uh, at the end of the day, we take the 3 points. Performance doesn't matter in a way. 3 points and a win is what counts in the history books. So from now on forever, it will stand Man United 2-1 against Rangers. So that's
It
just
will
the way
indeed.
it is. So I'm glad that you can look at it that way, Trevor Wade. Swabulumba Piri is in the house. Big up Jarvis. Same with J United. Big up Jarvis and Stu. MUTube comes in, say the audio is weird, but now it's
Yeah,
fixed. Big
all
up
right.
MUTube. Fred the Red. Hi Jarvis and Stu. Let me just see who else is in the house. Yes, we have Abs here. Abs. Sorry, I couldn't reply to your comment yesterday on yesterday's show. I don't know what happened with YouTube. Something wrong. I tried to reply like 10 times, and and it came up an error. Error 404. Go figure. I don't know. I could reply to everybody else, but not your comment. So
All
I,
right.
I don't try to single you out or forget about you, Abs. Always appreciate the comments in the non-live section. The mustard is here, coming in with that beautiful Newton Heat thumbnail, and big up Canada from the mustard. He said, "Scrappy victory, not great, but in my eyes, not as dreary as it seemed." Yeah, it was a mediocre performance. Some positives, some negatives.
What
But
do you think it was, Jarvis? What do you think it was? Now, I've got a question for you.
yeah,
So there is a question in here, and maybe the tactical room could help as well. So Bruno comes out 2 weeks ago saying we don't understand why we can't perform, and me and you both quipped even before we went live, saying, "For fuck's sake, if you don't know, how the hell do you expect anyone else to know? If you as a player don't know, how do you expect anyone else to know?"
mm.
So that big statement that he came out with, they haven't really delivered on that. Why do you think that is? Or have you seen an improvement
Well,
from them?
if you think of what Amrim said in the interview after last game, he said something about players not holding their position, and I think that was an important point for him. I think Brighton after last game dragged us out of position because of they were interchanging positions all the time. Remember Ayari, we remember Mitoma, all of them everywhere, diagonal runs and interchanging, and I think now all the players were focused on one thing, and that was to stay in position, and I think we overdid it, and it made us look flat, and it also highlighted our lack of quality because no one had the guts to do something to move out of their box, out of their preferred position, their zone. So especially when I saw Collier and Bruno when we were trying to build up,
Yeah,
they were never staggered. They were never like this. They were always flat and a little bit wide, and they were like static in their movement. No movement. No, they didn't move up and drop down to give themselves a half a yard of space. Nothing. So I don't know if it was under Amarim, but I think if you take into account Amarim's comments after last game, I think this is one of the reasons they wanted and they were focused staying in their position.
yeah, and I agree with that. I actually agree with every word you said there, old friend. And I'm worried that we're not brave enough on the ball at this point in
Yes.
time, that we're not able to run 10 or 15 yards with it. We're scared, so that when the ball comes in, we're trying to move it off a lot quicker than maybe what we should be doing. And the Rangers gave us plenty of space tonight. They didn't come and respect us. They came
No.
to play their game of football, and they came to win. And they've got a couple of good players, but they've only got a couple of good players. We man for man, right across the park. I'd even say Bayındır, is ahead of Butland. but we whether we're frightened to play at Old Trafford, whether we're frightened to be that one player that makes a mistake, like Maguire tonight for their goal, whether we're scared to make the advancements because we're going to get caught out of position and we're not quick enough to get back. I don't know. There's 4 or 5 questions there, isn't there, that only the players can answer. And I'm so disappointed that we don't have that impetus right from the kickoff to 94 minutes. I want us to be braver, and I want us to be almost kamikaze. And I think, Jarvis, that's the only way they're going to get to playing football is we offer this kamikaze type of game. We offer this. I don't want to see a Custer's last stand anymore. I want to see us be like the Indians and surround.
But you can see a little bit of urgency at the end of the game after they scored.
But it's too late though, Jarvis.
Yes, it is.
The urgency is there, and Bruno pops up and he goes mad and rips his whatever. But it's too late by then. What if look at City last night? City's a great example, guys, in the tactical room. I don't want to bring up City, but they were 2-0 up. Yeah, we're fucking sound. Here we are.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, PSG wake up, and once they woke up, they didn't let City out. I don't recall. They squashed them and pushed them, pulled them apart.
But we could easily have done this with this Rangers team because the quality of this Glasgow Rangers team was poor.
Yeah. So they score. Yes, we go up the other end and Bruno pops one in the back of the net. Okay, we get that and everyone wins and, they think it's done. But it isn't, is it? Because we could have squashed them, couldn't we? We could have squashed them as early as the 20th minute. Really pushed and pulled them. Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, guys. I put the link in the chat, so if you can help us out, push that link and retweet. We need all the help we can get. Now we have 67 people watching us on YouTube and X at the moment, so it will help immensely. Big Mick Ruby's in the house. Big up. He say big up. Maguire and Dalot almost blew our win. Bruno steps up and saved the day. Who was your man of the match?
There wasn't a man on the match for me.
No.
I couldn't give one tonight. Mick's right, by the way. No. What Mick said is absolutely right. Bruno steps up and saves the day. Man of the match for me has got to have an influence on the game somewhere. When Zirkzee came on against, remind me, Arsenal, Southampton, Arsenal in particular. He was brilliant, wasn't he? And we both said man of the match for Zirkzee. People look at it and say, hold on, 20-minute cameo. It's what you do within that time period. Because if you actually think about it, man of the match or player of the match now, whatever it's called, it's a bit of a weird one because chances are a player only touches the ball 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes throughout the game. It was quite an unusual thing, man of the match, isn't it? I wouldn't disagree with Bayındır. I wouldn't disagree.
I think it was really good. I felt confident with Bayındır in goal.
Yes,
he's confident with Onana in a long time. Even when Onana plays good, I don't feel confident with him. Bayındır, he looks like a proper goalkeeper. He has the height, he has the calmness, and he's not too erratic when he's on the ball. He's calm.
Do you think he was dropped, Onana?
Why not? Amorim shouldn't have any allegiances to Onana. If he stands with what he says, he picks the players that performs. Yes. He didn't buy Onana, so I don't see any reason why he should pick Onana over Bayındır if Bayındır performs better. And Onana has had so many howlers now the two last months, and I think it's a good choice to give.
You would take him out. Would you take him out 5 games? Yeah. I totally agree, pal. I think you're right, and I think that this is what he's been brought into. You want the big bucks, pal, as gaffer. It's late. It's late. I'm on the vitamin C, pal. Ooh. Cheers, Jarvis.
Cheers for Man United winning.
Yes. Well, yes. I mean, I am I know it might surprise you, but I'm quite elated that they won. But I mean, no, do you know what? I would take Jarvis. I would take Onana out. I would also take Mainoo out for a game, and I'd pop young Collier in on Sunday night. Really would.
And by the way, Steve, while I remember it on air, I just want to congratulate your son with this big day, young lad. So,
yeah,
big up if you're watching. Big up, congratulations.
Yeah, it's like my lad's 24th birthday today, so here's to Joe.
Well, it's a great age being that age. I remember when I was that age. I was the king of the world.
Look, you're saying that at the moment until young Philip is taller than you. Then you're going to change your tune. Because all right, son, he's taller than me. He stands tall. He's like, built like a shed. Model girlfriend. You know what it's like. I just pale into insignificance.
It's like his dad.
I wish. I wish. God, don't, because Trev's going to come for me now. But,
I just want to say hi. I saw some new faces in the chat. We have a Camo Judge in the chat. It says this team is pretty stagnant on the field. They don't move to create spaces, which cause the football to be slow, and that's a good observation. I agree. It's exactly what I mean when I say they look flat, no urgency, they're sloppy, lack of quality. But you are right. They are stagnant on the field, and they don't move to create space. Very good, brilliant observation, Camo Judge, and thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 500. So guys and girls, look at the banner I'm playing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's hit 500 together. Your support means everything. Road to 500. Woo, woo. Yes. That's what we are aiming for, to get monetized on in this channel. Jarvis comes in. He say, I enjoyed the Collier and Bruno combo in midfield. We became really bad when Ugarte and Mainoo got onto the field. These two players don't work. Stu.
Yeah. It's an interesting dynamic, isn't it? Ugarte and Mainoo, because I kind of, there has been occasions where they have worked together, and there has been occasions where they haven't worked together. I think Jarler is. I know Lillis is in the house. The top man Lillis is in the house. Jarler, I think he's right. I don't think they could work together on a consistent basis, and football needs consistency. I think you've noticed since Maguire's injury, and he's been backwards and forwards in and out of the team just recently. He's lost his form. His form has gone out the window. He needs to get a run of games in, maybe 2-3 games, and he'll start to beat Maguire that came in 6 games ago. That happens in football. It really does. If you come off the bench on a real tight game that it was tonight, getting up to speed is very, very difficult. I know any of the guys in the chat that play, and they're coming on, they come off with onto the field with about 20 minutes to go, 15 minutes to go, and you're playing against attackers who've been there for 60, 70 minutes. They're way up for it. There's a big differentiate. I'm not. Yeah. Let me be clear here. I am not backing Maguire for his error. Okay, I want that on record. I'm not backing Maguire on his error. But there are sometimes circumstances about it. But I totally agree. Jarla's absolutely right. The dynamic changed completely when Ugarte and Mainoo came on. I think Ugarte Collier will be a better partnership. Just
or Mainoo Collier. They used to play in the
Collier, actually, yes, or Mainoo Collier. But then we do know that Ugarte has been playing at a different level.
Yes.
Recently. Okay, he's dipped last couple of games, but prior to that, 3 or 4 or 5 games, he was at a higher level.
Robert Zirkzee comes in. Big up, Robert Zirkzee. I haven't seen you before in the chat too. Maybe I have seen you before, but big up. Thank you for tuning in. He comes in and say, why not try Collier with Ugarte and Mainoo instead of Garnacho at 10?
Yes.
Yeah, that's. But I think Collier lacks. Oh, you want Collier and Ugarte in the pivot and Mainoo in the 10? Yeah. I get you. What what we lack with Mainoo, I think, is his pace and threat to go in behind. So we will be
Yes, he's
easier
not going to
for
get him
defenders
behind.
to push up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but also what you get with Mainoo is very press resistive. It's good on the ball. It's technical, and I think he can be more creative. And I don't know if he used to play as a number 10 when he played for the under 18s and under 21. So it might work. We haven't seen it, but it's an interesting thought. It's an
I think
interesting thought.
he floated between an 8 and a 10, didn't he, Mainoo, in the 18s? But look, Mainoo's got to prove himself again. This is the problem with elite football. You're only as good as your last game, and quite at this point in time, Mainoo's not quite hitting where he needs to be. And Colley's come in. I don't know about you, Jarvis. I thought Colley looked assured for the period that was on the pitch. And I think maybe he deserves that chance on Sunday evening.
Mm-hmm.
But we've still got major issues at wing back.
Major issues, especially on the left side with Dalot.
We've still got huge issues on the wing back, and we appear to be dicking about in the transfer market again. We can't seem to do anything, can we, in the transfer market? Thank you very much, Trev. Thanks, Trev. Mate, you're absolutely right. I mean, crikey, who'd want this as a dad? How embarrassing. He did, in fact, Trev, to be fair, he's called me embarrassing on more than one occasion. To which it is my right to be embarrassing. You just wait till young Philip is about 12 and he's with his mates, and Jarvis comes in.
He's already embarrassed, Stu. He's already embarrassed.
I'm not surprised.
I'm so awkward.
Oh God, my dad's here, bloody. Oh God. Does he hide at the back of football training? God, shut up, will you, Dad?
Yeah.
What Jakey used to do. Jakey used to hide behind the back with his mates. Oh, my dad's here. Maybe we can coach Philip into a world-class midfield player. What do you reckon?
Yeah, he has the potential. I think it's good. He has the right attitude. He has the right attitude. Yes. So he likes to win. We always almost cry when they lose, even in training. He's so obsessed by winning, like his old man, and he likes to slide tackle and get in there. Yeah. Slide tackling. So I showed him some cameos of Martinez slide tackling. His eyes just lit up. Wow, can he really do that? So yeah, he will be a footballer for sure. I don't know if he will reach professional level, but he will learn to love the game. That's for sure.
Well, that's what's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what it's all about. You say AASE 14, AA. I predicted 3-1 should have been, to be honest. Yeah, we had our chances, but I think we still lack a little bit of clinicality when it comes to come in front of goal. And I think Garnacho today sometimes were a little bit greedy. I think he came on the pitch. He wanted to prove something. He looked up for it. I was expecting him to score a goal actually today, but he didn't. But I think he played well, but a little bit too greedy in some situations. He just wants to cut in and get that shot off and try to score by himself. Routinator comes in, 20 likes. Yes, thank you, people. Smash the like if you haven't. Jordan Wall is in the house. Big up. Jordan comes in with United, and Neil Driscoll is here. He said, I did not watch the game.
Neil, you didn't miss a lot.
No, but Neil, don't be afraid, because I have a lot of clips, and we will run through it. So let's just go to the game. First of all, I want to bring up the good old tactical board just to explain what we are going to see. So this is the formation. I saw on the predicted lineups that they were lining up in a 3-5-2 formation, but I think they played more of a 4-2-3-1 formation in a way. And I think this guy Bayrami, I think that's his name, the guy with the black football shoes. Did you see him, Stu?
Yes. Yes. I'm not quite sure how you spelt it, but yeah.
I think he was good. I think he had a good game. And what I felt today when we were building up from the back, these two guys, Bruno and Collier, I think they were too flat. What I like to see is a pivot like this. Just get the drawer out there, and a pivot is you're not going to be flat, but you're going to be like this, because then you have an option. It's not about just standing in this position. Then you have an option to move up, and you have an option to move down, and you want that. And you also have the security. If you lose the ball, you always have a man covering, and you always have a man to be an option. If, let's say, Collier receives the ball, Bruno will be an option for him to pass the ball through. So as a pivot, I'm afraid I don't like pivots that's flat. I think they need to work on that.
I thought we were quite flat in there. I know we were going with a 4-3-3, but we were quite a flat 4, weren't we? We weren't. We weren't as flexible as we were against Arsenal. We weren't as flexible as we were against City. We were rigid. When you play a rigid formation like that, you've got problems, and it's easy for them to kind of cut through between Collier and Bruno. Even if and I'm with you on that, pajama, we'll call him pajamas, is in a situation where he's dropping off. He then had the acceleration, didn't he? Did you notice he had the acceleration to get in behind, and that's what was causing sometimes Yoro in particular and Martinez problems. And we've got to be able to erase and eradicate that if we can.
Yes. But the quality of this Glasgow Rangers team wasn't much. I think they lacked the quality in a lot of areas, and I think we should have done better. This guy Dalot, I think he's useless going forward. He had a couple of crosses that was okay, but he doesn't involve himself into the game. I would like you to see him more to cut in and carry the ball. For example, let Garnacho overlap and Zirkzee do his thing centrally. But
we don't.
No, we don't. We
don't do that. You know, Zirkzee, if you just drag him out, he plays in the darker shaded line. That's where he plays. That's where he picks up the ball all the time. When you're playing as a 9, you've got to be on proper shoulder. You've got to be in the Shire shoulder. You've got to be there. You've got to be working those two. You have to be working those two. If you don't work them, it's easy. It's like I said to you. Do you remember when we were talking about the Liverpool match? If you don't work Van Dijk, what's the point?
I would like Zirkzee when we attack to stay in this area, because you don't have to start here. You can stay in this area, but you can receive the ball here. That's okay, but you have to stay here and push them back, because if he stays here, it's easy for the defenders to push up, and I think it makes it really compact in this area, because you have all the defenders and the midfielders in this area, and it's very hard for us to come in between. You know, there's no space to go into. So
you want to be pulling. If I'm Zirkzee, I'm going to want to be pulling proper, probably down towards Tavernier, because Garnacho is usually situated between, roughly around there. Garnacho's going to pull Tavernier slightly out. And if you're Eriksen, you're Bruno, you're Collier, that's your angle. If you draw it, that's exactly right. And then slightly, if you can pull them out, you can cut through the middle like a knife through butter.
We don't even Amad can roam into this area.
Even Amad. I mean, Amad was relatively quiet tonight, wasn't he?
Well, he was put up one against Jeff Day a lot of times, and he he had a lot of good take-ons, but he couldn't quite get there. You know, it was almost like an almost day for Amad.
That's because we haven't got the likes of Eriksen with pace to get in there. We don't have Bruno with real pace to get in there. You got Zirkzee messing around between Raskin and Baron. You know, we've only put him against proper there because that's where he should be.
Yeah.
Usually he's messing around with Raskin and Baron. So, you know, two centre halves have got it easy for Rangers. And don't forget, we scored by an exceptionally ridiculous punch by
Scotland.
And I don't know how, and I don't know why, and I don't know what he was doing. I just don't understand it.
Maybe he learned from De Gea, starting to get out in that area and claim the ball.
Well, the problem you've got with Bayındır, I actually thought, if when they showed the angle behind him,
we got Mr. B.
Mr. B, yeah, when they showed the angle behind him, it looked like he got full sight of it. It looked like he could have caught it rather than punch it, but to actually kind of like cut under it like that was really strange. And it was never even in a million years he was going to be under pressure, because again, when you're punching a ball, chances are a head's only going to be in and around his armpit area, his shoulder area. He's never going to get as high, unless you're Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. And
yes, yeah. That's something else. Stu, I want to go into some footage. I know the guys tune in here to look at this when we talk about the footage, and this is the beginning of the first half. It's us playing out from the back. You see, Rangers they were sitting in the mid block just waiting. They didn't press us really hard, and they were more worried about this area. And you see Collier and you see Bruno, as we talked about, flat. And this is the problem when you play two of these players, because none of them can do this job, as you see here. Receive the ball under pressure. It's almost like watching McTominay all over again. I'm not saying Collier is that, but it's not his strength. And you see here, Rangers created a big chance, and they could have scored in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, the thing for Collier there, Jarvis, if you push that one back.
Yes.
The thing for Collier there, he's in a lovely position there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait how long we hold the ball. It's the crucial part is holding the ball to deliver to Collier.
You see scouts, he's aware of this
He
man.
knows what's happening. He knows exactly what's
here.
happening. Watch. 1, 2.
And he looked again.
3.
He looked up here and he looked up there. So he's aware of all the players. It's more about his technical abilities on the ball.
Yeah.
Here's scouts again.
Go back to when Dalot takes the ball initially. Let it run. Right, Collier's in a brilliant position here, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. 6 seconds. That's your problem. The element of that is Collier is waiting and waiting and waiting. If you go back again, the ball comes in. First time into Collier, he can turn. He's on his own. Watch.
Do you think it's on the lick, this one?
It's on the lick. First into Collier there. Watch. First into Collier. Bang. He can turn. He's got the space. Look. He's looking for the turn. He's looking for the ball. 6 seconds. I always talk about dead play, don't I? Now, when you look at when Collier receives the ball, just look at the blue shirts around him. Watch when he receives the ball.
And there.
1, 2, 3. All at him. I know this one's a little bit further back. And there, Collier can't go across either because he's got a further player coming in. He's surrounded by that box.
It's boxed in, yes.
He's boxed in. Move it quicker, Jarvis. We say all the time, pal. Me and you talk about this all the time. And I don't want to be...
harsh on young Collier. No,
I'm struggling to be harsh. I don't want to be. And I'm not going to be. I think Dalot holds onto the ball.
But I would say to solve this puzzle, let's say if this is a chess puzzle, you just see one picture and how to solve it. And for me, I always think when I see stuff like this, I think now the ball should have gone directly up to Collier. Let me just draw this out. And
there's your ball.
He should make that ball, but he should just hold on to it for 1 second, apply pressure, and then play the bounce pass back to him again. Because then there will be more space here for Bruno and more space for Martinez.
And the reason they do a first-time ball, Jarvis, is those two aren't expecting it.
No.
Those two aren't expecting a first-time ball. As soon as he takes control look at what they do. They start to look at Collier.
Yeah.
Because they know he's going to push it. Look, they start to look to Collier now. He's looking around left and right. That's what he's looking for. Bang. It's not. I'm not even going to say it's brilliant by Rangers, Jarvis, because it isn't. You know,
No, they're just doing,
that's just basic.
Supposed to crowd that central area, so they made the job hard for Collier. But I think because I see, for example, a lot of the Serbi ball, and it's all about the bounce pass. You never turn. All about the bounce pass, manipulating the opposition, drag them out of their initial position, and then you exploit the space that they leave.
What you're talking about there is an aggressive pass in from De Ligt into Collier. And the reason you're talking about an aggression is you can push it straight back, or you can hold it and then push it. So he's got something to do with it. Or if he wants to, he can hold it and move. But an aggressive pass, a quick pass, a hard pass, he's got to do something with that. I totally agree. Totally agree, mate. I do.
I just want to say hi to the new arrivals in the house. I see DJ Superfly coming in. The Superfly guy. Big up, final. And Amad is free from 10 haram comes in. Big up. He say we need centre backs that can open up their hips and disguise the pass. We need that, but I think Martinez is good in doing that, but not Maguire and not De Ligt. They are not as good of passers.
Maguire in particular can't do that type of pass. When Maguire is good, Maguire would have elevated himself. He would have moved out a few yards quicker, and then he wouldn't have. I don't think he would have popped it into Collier. You can't blame Collier for standing still either, by the way. You can't. He knew what was around him. He knew. He was looking all the time. So he knew that if he moved up, they're going to close De Ligt in anyway. So by standing there, they did allow De Ligt to move forward, but it's just it was the wrong pass at the wrong time.
It was.
Luckily for us, he tripped over the ball. So
yeah, but it was a good save by Bayındır, by the way. I think he came out. Let's just have a quick look at Bayındır. We didn't pay much attention to him, but he's on his front foot. Go back a little bit.
Yeah, you got to go back a bit.
On his front foot, and he comes up and closes down the angle and uses
his body. Look at the ball. Look at the little jink and ball in. Beautiful.
But he comes out that quickly and makes it harder for the defender. For the attacker. He pushes him to make a decision quick.
Yes.
Look at Bayındır's footwork.
Yes.
Here.
He's dissected 3 defenders, though, pal.
Yeah. But he comes. But I just want to say, really well from Bayındır. I think that's good goalkeeping technique coming out. Yeah. But he doesn't rush it. He stops his run in the right time.
Big and strong.
The goal and. So I think we had a good goalkeeper today.
We had a nice goalkeeper. We were flat though. We were a flat back 3 and a flat middle 4. And I think that was our doing today, our undoing. We were too flat. And then when you've got that lack of movement up top, with Garnacho, I'm not really sure what I made of Garnacho tonight. I don't know whether he had. Joe's at me again. Brilliant. I don't know whether all these rumours to Chelsea or Napoli are true. Don't know whether it's affected him, but he wasn't as effective as he could be against a team like Rangers tonight. What do you think?
I don't know if I have any strong opinions on that, Stu. I see here Rushmano is in the house. Big up, Rush. He comes in and say Garnacho missed a sitter. Yes, Garnacho had plenty of chances. And as I said in the beginning, I think it was a little bit too greedy sometimes, but he wanted that goal today. And I think it would be good for him. I think it would be easier for us to sell him, get more money if he had scored even. But, he came on with the right attitude today, and he wanted to do something. He wanted to create, and that's good for him. Bandulu is in the house. I see people say sell Garnacho, Rashford, etc. My question is, who will we buy? Do we understand we can go to the championship?
We've got no real. Well, me and Jarvis have our preferences. We made it quite clear who our preferences are. you've got two things. Look, I said in the summer, wasn't on this channel because Jarvis hadn't devised it by then. But I said in the summer that sometimes you've got to really take pain when you're restructuring a squad. You've got to take a kick in the balls sometimes to do that. And for me, the best way of doing that is sometimes to sell your prize asset. And the reason you sell your prize asset is because it gives you 80, 100, 120. Now, a lot of people are against it. They don't want to sell the prize asset all the time. But if you rebuild properly, you can benefit, really benefit from selling somebody. Now, I'm not saying Garnacho is a prize asset. I'm not saying Rashford's a prize asset. I'm not saying Bruno right now is a prize asset. But sometimes you can look at squad rebuild, look at the most valuable player within that pyramid that you've got, and sometimes you've got to make a decision and do it. 1958 group, you've all read it, heard it. I had a letter today saying that the losses are unsustainable in this club. And that means that we cannot go out with an open checkbook anymore and go and spend. If we're losing 330 million a season or whatever it is we're losing. And, the club have written to the 1958 group and have made that public. They knew when they wrote to the 1958 and said that would become public. So it's in the public domain now. So we've got to cut our cloth accordingly, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
We've got to sell.
We all know it. We follow the Man United. We know this. But I'm glad it's out there.
Yeah. Then maybe we have to do that. Am I saying it's the right thing to do? No. From a footballing perspective, probably not. But from a business perspective, absolutely. And they've got to make that decision. But we've got 2 weeks in the window, week and a half in the window left, or a week. And they've got to do something that makes a real difference to this club. Otherwise, we are going nowhere at all. It's a very difficult thing for us.
Rush comes in and say, I would sell Garnacho. That's a huge benefit for the club. I heard someone said that it will give us, like, if we sell him for 50, it will give us about 75 in FFP. So I think it's good. We need that extra lead room for us to work around the transfer market, because I think these guys know how to sign players, and they did well in the summer transfer window. We signed Euro, we signed Masraoui, we signed the Ligt, we signed Zirkzee. They are all like astute, brilliant players at a young age. A lot of them.
They made not a statement as such, but they made a statement in as much as, look at what we are capable of doing. We're capable of getting this done quickly and sharply. Now all of a sudden we can't tie our shoelaces correctly anymore. We're going over to Italy. We're ticking about in Italy for 2 days and we're coming back with nothing.
Yeah.
We're not coming back with Diogo. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination a expert on the kid. I didn't know anything about him, if I'm being honest, until he was linked with us. So I don't know so much about him. I've seen him since, and he looks a decent player. But my opinion has always been we must and should, but we can't afford to, is buy Premier League. And we just can't afford to do that at the moment, but we should. We need to. But we can't afford to do that. So I just think that at this point in time, we as fans have really got to possibly just maybe have no expectations about what we're going to do in January and how we're going to act in the summer. Because, Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Manchester United have pretty much told the 1958 club that the club's on its knees.
It's true.
So I don't know what we do moving forward. So I think it's going to be really, really, really interesting. So I guess if Garnacho and Rashford can help with cash flow or something along those lines with PSR, whichever the club wants to say, then you've got to take that hard choice. It's a tough choice, but you've got to take it. Got to start somewhere to rebuild. We've had a decade of running with most of the same players, haven't we?
Yeah, we talked. I talked about it yesterday, Stu, when I did the show by myself.
Yes,
You know, I had a good interaction with the chat, and we had a good talk. So I think most of them know my stance when it comes to the Glazers and Ineos at the moment. I see also Neil Driscoll comes in and say Ineos is no better than the Glazer family. It feels like it at the moment. I will give it a little bit of time before I completely judge Ineos, but right now it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, to be honest. And I saw one more comment here. I just wanted to say hi to Elite Baller for coming in and say smash the like, big up Jarvis and Salmon Pink Stew.
I know.
I always get comments on your shirts, Stu. Why is that?
I've got absolutely tons of them. I really have. I should stop. Really. I'm going to give a load away to charity. I think I'll give some more tops away to charity. I've got boxes of train. I don't know why I'm more comfortable in football gear or sports gear, and you know. So I like my brand Adidas, as everyone knows. I'm not a Nike fan or anything like that, and I just feel comfortable in it.
By the way, we're not sponsored, but Adidas.
I'm not sponsored.
Although we would like to.
I would like to be sponsored, but unfortunately, we could do with getting a few more views for them to get to us. And me and Jarvis would love to be sponsored by Adidas. Adidas Norway, if you're listening, please sponsor us.
Give me a call. Twalumba Piri comes in, over 40 in the house. People smashed like 43 people at the moment, and we are on 31 likes.
Thank you. Keep it coming.
Guys, come on, smash the like. We need more likes. Okay, let's do clip number 2. There's more to talk of. This was in the beginning of the first half again. I think it was a big chance for. I think they had the biggest chances in the beginning of the game. We looked nervous. So let me just play this, and we can have a look. Remove the comment. Yes, put it to 0.5 speed, and here we go. We played out, and Dalot is on the ball, and Dalot overhits his touch and loses the ball on our way forward again. And here you see Collier pressing, and they shift the play to the other side. Comes in with a big chance, and it's a great save from Bayındır.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball, actually, wasn't it? It was a lovely weighted ball. The problem is, when he loses that, if you just stop it there. Now, it's nobody's fault, by the way. It's not the midfielder's fault. We're actually in a decent position. And he knew his only option was that one pass. And to execute it, knowing it's your only option, is pretty good going. But you've got to understand where Dalot is at this point in time. He's caught upfield, which is right. It's the right thing for him to be doing, but you've really got to sprint back. And between him and Yoro, if you play it on, you'll see that we're in no man's land. But you know, look, let's be, you know, from a footballing point of view.
You see here, Amad, Amad losing his man.
We talk about Jarvis. You know, we talk about like 2 yards. If you're in equal sprinting, you're never getting it back, and he did it?
No.
But let's just take a minute to applaud the ball, because that's all he could do. That's all he could do, and I love stuff like that. That's what football. I think is what I get excited about football, Jarvis. He got no other option. Look at the run. He got no other option, and it was a wonderful ball. And you'd have to take your hat off to it if he'd scored. I'm sorry. You'd have to say, you know what? Hats off, man.
I just want to say one thing, Stu, that I observe, and that's the danger area you see here in this space. We talk about it area. See the area 14. That's the most danger area.
It's your favorite area, that, isn't it?
Yes, because this space, it's so important for us to defend this space. So I don't like it. I see this guy is free. So let's say if he some way or another gives the ball to him, then we are in big trouble in this area, and we're not defending this area well. And I saw it often in this game, and we struggled.
You know where we've seen this before, don't you? Not exactly that position, but you know where we've seen this before, don't you? If you go back to that area that you were talking about, I'd just love to refer you back to the little Bruno Mainoo FA Cup final goal.
Yes.
It wasn't even at that exact
When
position.
and Bruno
it was
made that
very
disguised
similar.
pass to Mainoo. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very similarly positioned. I think he was slightly to the right, wasn't he? Slightly further up there. Ultimately, it was slightly, but actually, again.
But that came from a shift of play from Rashford from on the left side over to the right side, and then we played our way through.
There's two things I don't like about how we defend, and that is we defend running back to the goal. There are occasions, Jarvis, where, and I'm not saying it's easy, so please don't have a go at me here, guys. But you've got to turn your back and try and get back to goal somehow, so you can see what's happening in front of you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But we saw this also the same against Brighton.
We did, didn't we? Yeah, I brought it up, didn't I? Yeah.
So,
but again, let me just go. You've got to credit Rangers for that move. All right, Dalot fucks up, but then it's the intelligence to find a goal scoring opportunity. What do you think? Here's a question for everybody. Do you think, given that opportunity and turnover for us, would have resulted in a goal scoring opportunity like that?
Yeah.
If we'd done the turnover, they'd lost it. We'd done the turnover. Would we have gone in front of goal in 2 balls? No. We wouldn't, would we?
No.
And I find that a shame.
James Ramsey. Big up James Ramsey. That's a new name I haven't seen before. And you have a beautiful emoji of that the Muppet from the Muppet Show. That,
he does, yes.
Yeah, that assistant for the scientist, isn't it?
Yes.
I love the Muppets. I'm a child of the 80s, so.
Well, I'm a child of the 70s, but I remember the Muppets, obviously.
He comes in, he say, my God, we have so many dreadful players. I can't believe what we have been watching these last few months. Dalot, Zirkzee, Malaysia, Maguire, and others were absolutely crap. We look like a bottom half Premier League team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beaker. Daniel's put it in. Beaker. That was him.
Oh, Beaker. Yeah, okay.
Beaker,
that's his name. Okay, cool.
Top man.
Thank you, Daniel B, for reminding me. Let's go to I saw this comment from Romano. I will use this as a transition. No, not this one. It's this one. That disallowed the lick goal was a goal. I didn't see a foul. So let's go to the disallowed lick.
So Romano is, I think, right. And I understand. I understand that if you've got it, I understand that Yoro caught Proper, but I think Proper went down like he'd been shot.
Yes.
In my opinion, I thought he'd gone down like he'd been shot, and I think that's fucking out of order.
Yes. I can't show you guys live footage of close-ups. It will get me in trouble.
We're not allowed to. No,
so I will just play this one for you to see. We'll play it really slowly, but this is where the action happens. It's so blurry, but basically Lenny Yoro runs into Proper and gives him a little touch with his knee. And we score a valid goal, as it looks like.
I think it was a valid goal. I think when you look at Delict, I think Delict got in quite nicely. Yoro is in a great position. For once, Collier is on the keeper. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Where we should be. But I
can show still pictures. I'm allowed to do this.
If you watch Delict and watch Yoro cuts across Delict. Their Proper is the guy with the beard. Just behind Dalot.
Yeah,
as you can see,
But you see,
and here comes Yoro. Yeah, here comes Yoro. Watch where Delict is.
This is a touch.
It's the ankle, but there's nothing in it. Nothing in it, Jarvis.
So it's down here. It's the lick.
Yeah, watch the ankle. It's Yoro on the ankle.
I thought it was Lenny Yoro's knee.
No, look, watch his foot. See his foot.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ankle. But the problem is, Jarvis, is Yoro's not even looking at Proper.
No.
He can't see him.
Just defending his space.
Yeah, if you pull it down, Look where Yoro is. He's not even looking at it proper. He's not moving him with his elbow. He's still not looking at him. He's got no clue. And look at Delict. Delict is now up. As Yoro's down, Delict he's up and he's ready to rise. I think it's a perfectly good goal. I don't think it's a foul. I think it's an accidental clash in the box. Yes. And that should be it for me.
So this is from another angle. I don't know if you can see, but here you see I thought this was the touch, or his leg caught his left knee.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the ankle.
But you think that the foul was here?
Yes.
Yes. Let's see.
No, but look here. Look at Delict.
Look at the color of his football shoes.
I know. Yeah, they're great, aren't they? Look at his arms. Look at his arms.
Yeah.
Look where he's pushing Delict.
Yes.
Watch again.
Here.
There you go. He's pushing him in the back. I always say go low to avoid detection. That's what you do. So that's what you do. But in fact, he pushes Delict into the position where Delict wants to end up.
So this is where the touch happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't hit his ankles. He
doesn't
actually
hit his
ankle. On his toe.
He doesn't hit his ankle.
He stomps his foot up on his toe.
Looking at it from here, it's a push from what's his name with the black boots. Moves Delict into Proper's area. Proper's felt something. Ultimately, guys, Proper's felt something. He's gone down. That's all it is. That's what's happened, pal. He's felt something and gone down.
But it's a chain reaction, and it's not on Delict.
No, it's a chain reaction.
Yeah.
There he goes. Look at him. He's halfway down now already. It's pathetic.
Yeah. But this is the way modern football has become.
Oh, it's pathetic. He goes on like he'd been shot, man.
Yeah. I see people come in, say that call was very suspicious, never a foul. And Jay asked, can it even be appealed? No. The ref made the call, and he made it quite instantly. I would say he didn't wait.
He made it quite quickly. He saw it, and he made it very quickly.
Yeah. Jarvis, can you sing us Chain Reaction? I don't know that song.
I don't think I can sing Chain Reaction either. Not
Lillis comes in and say no foul. Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, I think we'd all be in agreement. I think if it happened, if that had been the other way around, chances are the goal would have stood.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that type of decision before, Jarvis.
We have seen it, yeah. So not a good call from the referee. I think we all agrees on that. Yeah. But we made some good plays in this game too.
We did.
This was one of the better plays. It was almost like click-clack, one-touch football. I think you know what situation I'm talking about, but just get it up. Now it's ready. So, this was one of our better plays in this game. You see here, Amad receives the ball. One touch to Eriksen. Eriksen, one touch to Amad.
Yeah, it's lovely play.
Brilliant movement.
Eriksen again. Eriksen again. Eriksen again.
Yeah.
Eriksen again.
So this was the first, but I'm not done with this clip. I just
no. I mean, it was a beautiful bit of play here between Eriksen. Watch Eriksen spin. There he goes. Eriksen again.
Now we should have played Eriksen.
Yes.
Why is he playing Zirkzee? Zirkzee is surrounded.
Zirkzee, for once, is in the right position. It's between the two centre forwards. Get on your fucking bike, get the ball to Eriksen, get the ball in, first touch.
Get
bang.
the ball out here in this area. Give it to Eriksen. And now we have people coming, runners.
Zirkzee by the penalty spot. Goal. Honestly, it's a goal.
Yes.
All day long. Because Zirkzee, I think he gets between the two. I think he's quicker. But Zirkzee then goes to the left. Instead of going to the right and making Amad's mind up for him, he goes left. To get that ball into Zirkzee, you've got to chip it. You've got to chip it over.
So you think Zirkzee should have gone here?
No, I don't. I think he should. No, I think if you go back just a tiny bit, please.
Okay.
Keep going. Zirkzee should have gone between the two centre forwards. The ball into Eriksen, Zirkzee between the two centre halves, cross in.
Ah,
penalty spot, bang.
I get
He
you. I
scores.
got you. I got you.
He
You
scores.
want
He
Zirkzee
scores.
to go here.
Yeah, he scores. If look at where
Because
Eriksen
then
is.
he drags the defender with him. It makes space for Amad to cut this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, but
and
either
it's
way, I
open,
think Zirkzee
open
scores.
space.
Yeah, I think Zirkzee scores anyway. I think the ball comes in, bang.
Yeah.
But look, it's easy for us, isn't it, to say up here, Zirkzee's calling for the ball. We don't know if Eriksen's calling for the ball or not. He should have been.
But now we are on to the second stage of this attack. You see Lenny Euro. I like what I see from the centre backs, aggressive, high up the pitch, winning the ball. Second wave is coming. And this was quite impressive for Eriksen. He actually were able to hold off the ball. He's quite press resistive in this situation.
Yeah.
Uses his body really well.
Really well, yeah.
Get control on the man, and then he starts controlling the ball. And this is what I see. This is quality from Eriksen.
Yeah. Use the man as leverage, like we spoke about the other day with Phil. Use the man as leverage all the time. Watch him. Watch his arm. There he goes. Gets in between. He hooked it just a little bit just to get leverage. Once you get that leverage, like he did, he then lays the ball off wonderfully. It was a nice bit of play, that was, yeah.
Nice.
Ball flips out then to Dalot. No, should have. Crikey.
Bruno with the 1-2 with Amad, and Amad instantly running for the next space.
Yeah, he missed it, didn't he?
Yeah.
But again, look, I would have pushed that
combination
to Dalot.
play from Bruno and Amad there also.
Yeah, I would have put it to Dalot, but it doesn't matter. This is beautiful play by the guys. I'd have gone Dalot then.
But you see, Amad understands football, and this is what I like with Amad, because what Amad is doing here is actually quite brilliant. He drags this guy.
Yeah.
He drags this defender
right.
away from this area, the danger area. He understands that because he gets connection, and he instantly you don't have to think. You just do it on autopilot. Just runs into that area again. So this is brilliant play from Amad.
Beautiful play by Amad. Look at the turn.
Yeah.
But he's done what we want someone to do, and that's split the players, split the two centre halves, split the defender, and it's a good save. Yeah. I'm not going to criticise Amad on that.
No. It's a brilliant play. I liked what I saw.
That was our best passage to play, I thought.
It was. 42 legends watching. Please keep
legends. Come on
in the chat. Yes.
What's happening? What's happening in the chat?
I don't know, but we have moderators taking care of it. So guys, behave.
Thank you.
So it's just what it is.
The Don has spoken.
The Don has spoken. Yes.
He's spoken.
Yes.
You need to get cotton wool buds in your gob then when you do that.
Yes.
That's it. Oh God, that was abysmal.
Trevor Wade comes in and say Amad is a team player and he's not an individual, and that's completely right. But he has the individual brilliance in him.
He's a funny one, Amad, isn't he? Because he had a really low-key first half, as you quite rightly pointed out, Jarvis.
Yes.
He comes to life, doesn't he? He came to life. He tried that very strange overhead kick. I can't remember who crossed the ball. I think Bruno did, didn't he? And he tried that very strange overhead kick. He was quiet first half. Second half, bang, he's on it. That's what I like.
Yes. So Amad, and he's still young, he can still develop his game in so many levels. So you haven't seen the last from Amad. I think he can be as good as he wants. And that's even pushing at world class.
I think people are talking at people are talking about Lamine Yamal, Barcelona, very talented footballer. People thought he had a brilliant European Championships. I thought it was average, but I've seen him since. I understand the hype. Vinicius Junior, we know what you get with him.
Yeah.
Amad has got the capability to dine at that table. There's absolutely no two ways about it, Jarvis.
100%.
He's got to want to dine at that table. He's not there yet, but he's got to want to dine at that table. So I totally agree with you, Jarvis. And you know me at world class. Don't like the phrase. Don't like the words. Maradona. Look, when we have Keith Hackett on next, we can talk to him about Maradona.
Yes,
we will. About Maradona, because I really want to know. Lamine Yamal, what was so good about Messi? But Messi was not quite there with Maradona. Why wasn't he there? This stuff. But basically, Amad, I think going out on loan to Rangers and Sunderland was the making of him.
Yeah.
He went out,
think so. Yeah.
He went out, he got kicked. Championship club, Scottish club, you get kicked, you get mauled around, that type of thing.
They were actually quite good on Man United, actually developing Amad.
Yeah. No, they've done
Rangers
the
and
best.
Sunderland. Perfect.
And there are players that should be wanting to go out, like young Jordan Hugo. Has gone out to Carlisle. I quite like that. I like that mentality. R18's got a paste in, didn't they, by Northland the other day, 3-1.
Yes.
Tubi Obi Martin scored, but he didn't look anything like himself that we've seen.
No.
We got a paste in by Northland. A very good side, under 18 side in the Continental Premier League. So, look, we've got this talent coming through, but you've got to get them out playing man's football.
Northland, that they are a talent factory.
Oh, they were wonderful. I tell you, that front three. And please, I'm not even going to attempt to say the strikers' names, but one of them got two, very sharp between them. But these players, because there is no reserve football anymore, you can't learn going up against the Martin Keough anymore. No. You can't learn going up against a Steven Gerrard anymore like they did back in the 80s and the 90s. So go out on loan, have the balls to put up and say, I don't want to be playing under 23 football. Get me out to Preston. Get me out to wherever, Burnley. Get me somewhere I want to play. Even if it's for 6 months and you drag me back, let me go.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing.
I agree.
Go and play. Go to Norway. Go and play.
Go to Norway. Go play for Bodø/Glimt. You will have a Europa League experience,
Or Rosenborg. Go and play for Rosenborg.
Yeah.
Go and play.
Bodø/Glimt is better.
Oh, Bodø/Glimt. You like Bodø/Glimt. Yeah, they're your team.
They are Northern Norway. I have two teams at Tromsø and Bodø/Glimt. They are both from the north, and I'm a patriot of the north. Same as you guys in Manchester. You support the north, and that's just the way it is. And it's so far in between those two cities, so it's not a rivalry. It's just I would say a collaboration and friendship, in my opinion.
Yeah.
James Ramsey comes in and says, shocking many Rangers fans were in the home end. My friend who went was absolutely surrounded by them with his kids.
Yeah.
Not good. We have seen it again.
Yeah. So
Man United selling away tickets. What's happening? Why don't they have any control?
It's dead easy. So if you don't want to go on a Thursday night, you can't do it, whatever, too far to travel, you sell the ticket back to the club and the club just sells it.
Yeah, but he can't sell it to Rangers fans.
You don't know the Rangers
really
fans.
Are we? You have a responsibility for the home fans.
They probably won't know the Rangers fans.
I don't like it.
No, it's not right at all. But they probably don't know the Rangers fans. But it's not good. It's not good. But of course now everyone's up in arms because Newcastle United are putting their ticket prices up, aren't they? So everyone's going up in arms. And as people are saying, well, what do you want? You go around paying Haaland $1 million a week or whatever he's on, or something stupid like that. What do you expect?
What's going on? Why are they giving him $1 million a week for 9.5 years?
Yeah, I mean they're just morons, aren't they? Yeah. And that's it. I don't know if it is quite $1 million a week, but but that's what we're up against.
It's almost $1 million a week.
Yeah,
almost.
That's what we're up against as fans. If we're paying morons like that $1 million, what do we expect as supporters?
Yeah.
The club has chosen to do that. Our club has chosen to be in the mire for the last 8 years, and we're now still paying for it. So
I just want to say hi to my good old friend Burba, the Burbinator, coming into the house. He comes in with an hello, so it's good to see you, Burba. I'm glad you pass by and come in. Remember to smash that like. We are on 38 likes at the moment. It's 38 people watching, so 100%. Thank you, guys.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
That's fantastic. I just want to go back to more clips. I have this one.
Here's James Ramsey. Just a very, very quick
Yep.
but very valuable quote. We've got a 300 a week guy watching from the stands. He's exactly right.
Or 325
Oh,
plus bonuses.
yeah.
But who's counting?
Probably close to 400 grand a week then with bonuses, win bonuses and that.
Yeah.
Because the win bonus is about 15, 20 grand, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably that. But
And
it's
Rosmano comes in and say they sell tickets to any fans. Rosmano were at the game
exactly
today.
like
He sent me some footage from Old Trafford. Brilliant. I will see if I can get it up and show you guys. If you haven't been to Old Trafford, it's brilliant pictures.
Put it on a TikTok. Put it on our TikTok page.
Yes, I will do that. Put
it on our TikTok.
If that's okay with you, Rosmano, I will put it on the TikTok. So if you use TikTok, you can go there and watch the clips. Brilliant idea. Okay, let's go to this. I don't know what I have here because I have so many clips from the games. Oh, it's this again. We saw this. It's this one. Yes, this is a chance. Now we're talking about Area 14 again. Look at this. Rangers coming up. See this space. 2 guys in this space. And they back down and leave the space open.
Yeah.
And it's a brilliant save from
it's a good strike, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good strike.
So what's your take, Stu, on this one?
Eriksen, very poor. Watch him now. Just watch him.
This is Eriksen.
Yeah, just keep a circle around him if you can. There you go. Now, it's a nice little play. Did you see a little dink pass around Eriksen into his colleague? And then he's ready. Eriksen's like, yeah, whatever, I can't be asked. I'm just going to walk back. Watch the little dink on his left foot. It's a little. There you go. See it? Just a nice little, just a little dink. Then bang. Bang.
But again, Stu, I'm into structure and formation, and I don't think you see the double pivot here with Bruno and Collier. They are too flat.
They're too flat.
In my opinion, Collier should be in this area and Bruno should be here.
Yeah.
Ready to jump if the ball goes this way, because this is the danger area. They need to be staggered in a way.
We're not bad at the back. We're not great in the middle, but not bad at the back. I mean, Bruno doesn't react anyway.
No.
But like Eriksen.
But again, you see Bruno. Look at him. He does a little skip forward. He tries to read the pass here.
Yeah, and it never. Yeah, it was never.
And it takes him off guard, and his weight is on the front foot, so he can't turn around and defend again.
The problem for me there is Martinez and Dalot. They're too far apart. Dalot can't see what's happening until it's too late. Martinez then starts to run back. So one of them has got to close the striker down, the ball striker. One of them has to close the ball striker, and that's. Yeah. But it all stems actually, Jarvis, from positional play from Bruno.
But you see again, as we talked about, these guys are going one way. No one, and they have no one. They have this guy.
Yeah.
Why don't he step out?
Exactly. This is what we were talking about against
the other day.
The other day, we against Brighton, we were talking about them stepping out all the time, didn't we? They don't do it. They do it when they don't need to, and they don't do it when they need to.
Now he steps out, and but look at Bayındır, a great save from him because the ball changes direction. It deflects on Martinez.
Martinez. It's that stupid hands behind the back bollocks. You can't defend like that. You just can't. But Eriksen is abysmal here, by the way.
Yes, but there's so many things. But for me,
so many things. Yeah,
the danger area again. As I speak about this area 40, we need to defend that area better, because against better opposition with better qualities, we will get hurt in that situation.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
So I think we have a lot of work to do when it comes to being.
But my question is, why have we still got that work to do? What aren't these idiots getting? What can't they grasp? What's not going in that noggin? Through these ears, through these eyes. What's preventing it? I just don't understand.
Football is very situational. That's one of the biggest issues.
We know that. We talk about it all the time.
You can talk about everything, but when it comes to the game, you have to solve it yourself.
Yeah.
You have to solve the puzzle yourself.
So where's the intelligence then? It's a question you can't answer, isn't it, Jarvis? Because I'm the same. Where is the intelligence? These guys can turn it on when they feel like it. Bruno can put on a masterclass against Liverpool when he feels like it.
Mm.
He can put on, I don't know, Martinez can put on a masterclass when he feels like it.
Yeah.
But they don't do it enough. Garnacho can. Rashford could, but they don't do it enough. And, and we're entitled to ask why, pal. We're entitled to ask that question.
Yeah. Speaking of Garnacho, I heard you mention him. Rosmano just sent me this.
There you go, pal.
The speculation is Garnacho is saying goodbye, waving to the fans. I don't know, Rosmano, did you feel like Garnacho was saying goodbye after the game, or was it just cheering on the support? I don't know. Maybe
I never know. I never know what to make of stuff like that, to be honest.
But yeah, it is what it is. We will see.
You know what? If you're saying goodbye to the fans, then have the bollocks to do the interview after the show, after the game, and turn around and say, "Yeah, it's my last game for Manchester United. I just want to thank the fans." Fuck it. Why not?
Well, it's not fully. I don't think it's fully negotiated yet, so we don't want to reveal anything.
Anyway,
we probably have some.
DJ Superfly guy. What a great idea. We need flyers, Jarvis, with channels details on telling fans to subscribe during matches, pass them out outside stadiums and fans go into them. Great idea.
Yes, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, great idea. Yeah. There's going to be a Tactical Devils mug, isn't there, soon?
Yeah. A mug. And as we talked about, when we get monetized, we will try to get a get together in Manchester.
Yes, 100%.
And we will have like members, and we will meet up and have a beer and have a good time and talk football.
If you want a Tactical Devils mug, I'm sure we'll be able to arrange something. Jarvis has worked on a new logo as well, guys. I don't know when he's going to debut it, but it is mint. You're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. Jarvis put a lot of thought into this channel, and your support means an awful lot to both of us. Even yours, Trev. Even yours, Trev.
even no. Trev is one of the good guys.
Trev's amazing. We love Trev. We love more. All the guys who support us are superb.
Let's see what I got. I have more clips here. It's always
and right on cue, Jarvis. Right on cue.
Right on cue.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. So okay, we have this one. Let me just get it up here.
I know you do, Trev. I know. That's it's brilliant, isn't it? Rushmano. We've got a date with Rushmano.
Yes. That will be brilliant. Looking forward to meet all of you guys.
100%.
This is a situation. I just wanted. It's Bruno. I think we lacked creativity, and when we start to get desperate, we see stuff like this from Bruno. He just fires it away from no one's land and just gives the ball away.
That's really interesting, actually, because we were talking about Curtis Jones against Liverpool. Do you remember? We both agreed he was quite a cute player. Didn't do anything massive. Curtis Jones would have taken that down on his chest and dealt with it.
But again, I think this is the weakness with Bruno.
It is.
What's going through his mind? Why is he trying that pass? It's like
I don't know, because he can't see. He can't see behind him.
Yeah, just shooting in the blind,
spamming
the ball,
concentrate on the
hoping
ball
for the best.
You've got to concentrate on the ball, Jarvis, to volley it.
And again, here you see Bruno just tries to spam it. It's more of a meaning with this one, but again, the quality of how he spams. I'm not making this out to be a Bruno.
You're on about delivery there. You're absolutely right. You got to look at it properly, cushion the delivery over to Garnacho, give him an opportunity to do it. But look, I'm with you on that, and we've spoken about it on various channels. I'm not just talking our channel, are we? But various channels about what Bruno does during a match and how he can disorientate the players in and around him because they're not expecting a first time or they're not expecting him to overhit a pass and things of that nature. And it can cause problems because you don't necessarily know what you want to do. But we did have one other issue, by the way. When Bruno was lobbing it over, did you see how fucking deep we were? Yeah,
No one is chasing.
There was 30 yards, wasn't there, to that goal? Yeah. Mate, you can't do that. And we got no pace there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was this
one more look just to get you all really frustrated.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Boom.
There you go. Look how deep we are. There,
no one is even close.
I mean, Proper's like going, yeah, all right then. Butland's going.
In hockey, you call it icing. You call that pass icing.
Butland's going. Hold on, mate. Let me just finish my tea. Just hold on one second. Let's finish my tea, and then I'll put. Honestly, Ruud van Nistelrooy must look at this and think, "What the fucking hell's going on here?"
AA SE14 comes in and say, he keeps giving the ball away during the first half, and especially first half. I was about to make a compilation of all of this, so I just made 2, but I didn't have the time to make it. But he gave the ball away, I would say, at least 6 to 7 times in that manner.
Welcome, by the way, AASC14. I'm not. Have we seen him before?
Yeah. No, not only tonight, first time. So
welcome.
The United Football Way comes in and say, hello, guys. Big up the United Football Way. Good to see you here. Smash the like, subscribe if you haven't. And Stephanie, the goddess, Stephanie Griffith. The legend comes in. 41 likes. Keeping count as always. Stephanie Griffith. Thank you, Stephanie. I hope you're well. Did you attend the game today, or did you watch it at the pub? As usual. And keeping count of the likes on all the YouTube channels.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Jakey would have gone up, but obviously he couldn't tonight. So.
Robert Zirkzee comes in and say Bruno played American football on this student exchange in the US.
Oh, well, you can't argue with that, can you?
Yeah. And Lillis comes in and say Jarvis show bad passes by Collier. Yeah, well, I know that you are like Bruno, and you probably take this as a critique to Bruno.
Please don't, please, no.
I'm just telling what I'm seeing and trying to explain it as best as I can with footage. The United people always say our passing was shit today and finishes well, but our strikers never gets any service. Yeah.
Well, they don't, and look, it's like I said to you at the very beginning when I had my little meltdown to it and said, Amarin must be devoid of ideas right now on what to do with these guys. He must be thinking, I just don't fucking get it. But did not Ten Hag, and sorry, Benny McCarthy says, if you'd seen these guys in training to what they are on a match day, it really does ring true. It does ring true because Amarin must be seeing stuff. Amarin must be seeing stuff. And then he's banging his head against the fucking desk on a Monday morning because he just doesn't know what he's seeing. Why are they so different from one day to another? And only they can bring them into it.
I see we got some questions in here, but we will run through those questions at the end. Like to do a 5-minute session of Q&A. Yeah. So Jay, I will come to your question on selling Hojlund. And Stephanie comes in. I'm a wee bit drunk.
Lovely.
Cheers.
How it should be.
Cheers. Lovely. Enjoy. And kids, don't
get drunk.
Yeah. Don't do a Stephanie.
Don't get drunk.
Some updates from Rashmano. He said Ruben Amorim on Garnacho. I think he has the potential to be so much better in every situation of the game.
Sorry, Jarvis. Sorry, that was me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's okay. No worries. You say, I think he has the potential to be so much better in every situation of the game. What I can say is he understood what I was trying to do. I just want to help them. So he's actually telling that he's trying to coach Garnacho it's difficult for him to reach out to him and get through. But he was happy with today's performance.
But don't forget, Jarvis, Garnacho's got to want to be coached.
Mm.
He's got to want to understand and want to buy into what Amarin's saying. And we don't know that he is, do we? That's all we would say.
Yeah. And the United football always say, but the thing I noticed today was our set pieces and corners. They've been working on this.
I saw somebody posted something. We look like Arsenal. We look like Arsenal in set pieces, which I thought was quite funny. Maybe
Tony Pulis.
Yeah, Tony Pulis. Well, they always said, didn't they? Yeah, Tony Pulis says, never go for the corner, go for the throw.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
go for the throw, not the corner. We don't want a corner. Throw in, please.
Throw in. Who was it? Rory Delap?
Rory Delap. Yeah,
Rory Delap. The legend, Rory Delap.
The legend that is Rory Delap.
Go see. I have more clips. Big chances here from Bruno. A brilliant cutback from Garnacho. Let's have a look at this. I think Garnacho was lively today, and Bruno was much better when he came into the 10. He was more of his element. I think it's better not playing that deep. See here, Bruno winning the ball, giving it to Garnacho out wide. Garnacho taking the ball, taking on his man, going down to the byline and cut back into Bruno again. And that was a big chance. Nice block from the...
it was a lovely block. I want to show you something about that, though.
Yeah,
Look where Bruno is, and look at the number 3.
Who's the number 3? Yeah.
Yeah. Now watch where Bruno passes the ball. Look where the number 3 ends up. That's defending, pal. That's what you call defending. I know he was tired, lost his footing, but that's defending. Look where he is. He's on the floor. He didn't dick about, didn't go for the foul, didn't cry to the ref. He got back into his position. That is called defending, Jarvis. Look, he loses his footing there, see? Because of Garnacho's quick thinking and the speed that he had to get across the ground to get to Garnacho. He was 4 yards off him at one point.
Brilliant observation. I know you're the defensive coach of this channel.
What I really want to say, I'd love Dalot to do that. I'd love to see fucking our defenders do that. Even though he dropped his knee, and I just want our defenders to show that fucking aggression. Bruno almost stamped on his hand if you go back to the start. Now, Bruno, look, can you see? You see, he's almost stamped on his hand. Look there. Look.
Yeah.
look where he is.
Yeah.
But by the time he's Bruno's about to pass the ball, he's level with Bruno. Look. That's just desire, Jarvis.
That's desire. I think that's young.
It's a brilliant
Tavernier.
Yeah.
That was Tavernier, the guy. I think it's the younger brother of Tavernier that played for Brighton or Bournemouth.
Yeah. But it was a brilliant cutback from Garnacho. He's done that a couple of times just recently.
And just to analyze this a little bit, Zirkzee's movement in front of goal. What's your take on this situation here?
Not good enough.
Because I think it's too static. He starts with a diagonal run, but he stops.
6 yard line, beyond the 6 yard line. And because when you're on that 6 yard line, if you can just put an arrow to where he should be.
You want him here.
There. You're exactly right, Jarvis. 2 things. Right now, Garnacho's got his head down because he knows he's going to go for the cutback, and that's fine. I understand that. But if he's got his head up, he's got 2 options. If Zirkzee is in front of his defender, and that's the better option because Zirkzee scores. I promise you now, comes off his knee, it's in. And it's not a difficult ball.
No.
What I don't understand by the defending, and your arrows there, by the way, are absolutely top draw. I don't quite understand ball watching again here by the one in the middle, whoever that is. The space then, if you could just highlight him there in the middle, that's it. So he's again doing everything a defender shouldn't be doing in his ball watching. And that's why the ball comes in. But Zirkzee, goes into the 6 yard or the edge of the 6 yard box, you've got two options there, and we score. One other thing, by the way,
and he also opens up
about
space
to say,
for Amad.
you beat me to it, pal.
Yeah,
Zirkzee comes across, he takes his man. Look at the space Bruno gets, scores. Bruno scores because who gets the block in? Our friend there.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Yeah. So if you run it on, there's the block.
Yeah. Wow.
He's not
Good
there.
observations. I didn't realize.
Yeah, he's not
So
there.
movement.
Yeah,
Because I see movement for creating goals. And you see movement for.
I see it from a defensive point of view. He's not there if Zirkzee pulls him out. If Zirkzee pulls him out, he's probably, you know where number 2 is? You know where 2 is?
Yeah.
He's probably either in line with 2 or maybe further forward. Bruno's got a free shot.
Yeah. Good observation. Yeah, that was. But it could have been more. Yes. So this is one of the main reasons why we don't score, because our movement in front of goal. As we see, we have talked a lot about Hojlund, but this also applies to Zirkzee.
It applies. It applies because, look, I did a great bit of defending, by the way, from 4.
Yeah.
4 studies ground. It was a great bit of defending. You can't argue with that. Proper, isn't it? I think it was proper. You can't argue with that, Jarvis.
Proper defending.
Yeah. But you can't argue with it. But if Zirkzee pulls him, like we talk about all the time, just pull him out of position. Bruno's got a better angle and a freer shot on target. So
yeah. Interesting. Yalman Amin say we had a 2-3 of those type of chances tonight. And,
correct.
That should have been a goal. Yeah. I think so. I think so.
You know me and my defender's eyes.
Jarvis. I know you. But you are brilliant at it, Stu. You know, I learned so much from listening to you and doing these type of shows. So I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy it really.
Yeah, I love talking. Yeah, talking about it. It's brilliant.
And now we come to the goal. The goal. I don't have a lot of footage, but I have the corner kick, and you all know what happened. But we can show it anyway. Let's go for this one. Yep. Because I'm my own editor at the same time while I'm doing the show, so you have to bear with me.
No, that's okay.
It comes to corner kick from Eriksen. Butland under pressure and totally bottles it.
I mean, Butland there. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's a lot to say about it other than that. I think he had a chance to really. He wasn't massively under pressure. I mean, Collier is doing what he should be doing, but he's not hugely under pressure, really.
No.
He should have done much, much better there.
Oops, I will remove this right away because I saw something in the top corner that I don't want to.
Don't. I don't think we probably need to show it anyway, John.
No.
Yeah, I think we've probably shown enough on that one.
I didn't realize that I have to be more aware and double check these before we show them live. Let's see if there's any more chances that I want to show. We had one cross. Wow, it's nothing much to talk about. Yes, we have.
Fucking hell, 388 subs, dude.
Ooh.
Get in. That's brilliant.
Let's go to 400. Let's go to 400.
400, that's the target, yeah.
But I think after the goal, Glasgow Rangers opened up more. They started to attack us more, and they made it more uncomfortable for us. Just have to share the screen again before I can show this. Yes, there we go. So here we are, and now Glasgow Rangers are going into attack. It's Tavernier again winning the ball high up the pitch. And they played through, and it was a really big chance, and they hit the post. It would have been offside.
He was just offside, yeah.
But again,
there's two things on that, Jarvis. He was offside. There was two things on that, and it was all
movement from Maguire, or
no, it was all from Kobe.
Okay.
A really weak tackle if you go back again.
Yes, this is this is
yeah.
Kobe, and
Yeah.
no,
Is
this
that,
is Kobe.
is that Kobe? Whoever it was there that put in quite a week there. I thought that was Kobe. Is
Now
it
it's
Malacia?
Malacia. Malacia.
Malacia. Yeah. Sorry, they got the same hairstyle.
Yeah.
You know, really weak tackle. Maguire was actually caught between the devil and the deep blue sea on that, so he had to go with his man. There's one rule of thumb with defending: try and go with your man where possible. And Maguire was okay. Look at his position; it was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, the only thing that Maguire opened up this space that he ran into, and
Yes, well,
that's always.
the problem you got is if
But
you
you
look
need
at
to defend this area. I agree.
no.
I agree. Didn't do any mistake.
No, well, I was about to tell you why. If you go back to the little jostle between Martinez and the actual finish, keep going. There, Martinez is way too tight.
Yeah, he should
He's
give me a half
way
yard of
too
space.
tight. He's way too tight.
Controlling with his
Where
arm.
he is, where Martinez is now.
The attacker stands like this, so he controls
Correct.
Martinez when he turns.
Martinez, go to the right. So if your defender's here, go to the right. Why go to the right? Because your defender's going to go to the left. And at best, it's a crossing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he's gone to, as he stayed, if
you want Martinez on this side, so the attack needs to go on the outside.
Correct.
Yeah.
If you go back to the very beginning of that little tussle, forget the Malacia bit now.
Yeah.
That bit of tussle there. If he steps right, watch where he's already spun him, and Martinez is fucked. He's absolutely fucked. He's let him go, and we got lucky, really.
Yeah, we got lucky.
We got lucky. If he steps right, Jarvis, he's not going to get round him to the right. He's going to have to either go to the left, or there's going to be an equal foot race if he goes to the right with him. So just a little lesson in, you don't always have to get touch tight. You know, me and Phil were talking on Monday. On that particular option, you'd stand to the side slightly and you'd push him at arm's length. You'd make him arm's length, or even half your arm. You wouldn't let him turn you then, because you could grab his shirt. That's the best way to defend on there, I'm afraid.
So now we have the goal from Rangers.
It's terrible, really, from Dalot.
It's Maguire.
Well, yes, but yes.
I think Delict was off. He wasn't on the pitch. This is just the offside.
Sorry, who's in between? Who's in between? Who's behind Maguire? Sorry, that's Martinez.
Is it Lenny Yoro?
Is it Yoro? I thought it was Delict. Anyway,
or was it Masraoui? I don't know what Masraoui was.
Either way, Maguire can't see. Can't see. He hasn't had a shout. It's his fault, by the way. He's made the error. But is it Matari? It's not Matari, is he? Who is that?
It's Dalot.
Yeah, it could be Dalot. By the way, Dalot, if you look, Dalot's trying to play for an offside. And that's
and this is the other angle here.
Yeah, this will be a better angle. Yeah. So look at Maguire there. He doesn't know who's behind him.
There's a slight push, but I don't think it's not enough. It's soft.
No, he took it down brilliantly as well.
Yeah.
Took it down brilliantly as well. He got caught under the ball, as Trev said. But if I'm Dalot, if I'm Dalot, I'm coming in shoulders blazing on that one. If you go back to the original viewpoint, the side one, or
give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is it this one? No, it's this one. Yeah, okay. And I just have to put it on correct playback speed, and we go here. Yes.
Look at Dalot. If it is Dalot, I'd have absolutely clambered into the back of it. But he stops. Look, to play the offside. Did you notice?
You did.
Anyway, Maguire got caught underneath it. You know, you've got to blame Maguire for it.
Yeah.
To be fair, but I think
it should be an easy clearance for Maguire in 9 out of 10
Absolutely.
situations.
Yeah, I don't think he was helped, but I mean that's no excuse.
No.
That's no excuse. He should have had 3 or 4 people telling him what to do there, helping him out. He probably did. But look, there's no excuse. Maguire made the error at the end. The end.
And
there's always mitigating circumstances if there's other players around you.
But the question is, was the push enough to put Maguire out? Should it maybe been a free kick?
No.
Because you see here, he's got connection using both his arms. So,
it's leverage. It's leverage, Jarvis.
Yeah.
You know, look at the touch though.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, look at the touch. Don't forget he touched and spun at the same time. He brought it down and spun at the same time. Brilliant finish.
Yeah. But look at Maguire.
Yeah, no, he's doing a star jump, isn't he? You know, he's doing a star jump. Maguire doesn't normally get caught like that, but he did tonight.
No, yeah. But he should have done better.
I like this because I agree with it. It's by Rob Tuff. It's great forward play. I mean, you know, if you show the goal again, you know, just from the goal itself, it's a wonderful finish. Really is a wonderful finish. I'd have loved to have scored like that. There you go. With a turn.
Almost like Dennis Bergkamp-esque when he takes down the ball, or Berbatov.
Finish. And the thing is, if Hojlund had done that, he would have let it bounce 3 times, 4 times. Watched it. Under control. 1, 2, bang. You know, we say, don't we? 1, 2. That's what he did. Do you remember when the ball comes in for Hojlund? 1, 2, 3. Does it on keepers cut you down or whatever, that type of thing. It was a wonderful, wonderful strike. Yes, that's what I love about football, Jarvis. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what? Nice little bit of shithousery. Great finish.
It was a little bit of shithousery, but you know, I expect that from the strikers. They should do this.
He's going back a bit here,
the nice guy is not is always ending last. You know, we have to do a little bit.
Rob Tapp is going here with prime John Hartson. He's right. He's going back a bit there.
More like this, or Emil Heskey. Remember him?
Yeah, Heskey. Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, really good finish. Can't argue with it, Jarvis. Sometimes, man. You just got to hold your hands up. Got to hold your hands up sometimes.
100%. So
I can guarantee you Maguire would have gone in there, look, said, sorry lads, I got caught under it, as Trev says, I got caught under the ball. You know, you could argue the toss and say, you could go in and say, fucking hell, Dalot, why didn't you clean him out? You know, but sometimes you just got to, you know, like you said, football's fluid, pal.
Yeah.
On the other occasion, just give it a clap.
And now to the climax of the game, our goal. Martinez comes with the ball, he drives forward, and suddenly we had urgency. Now we are attacking with a lot of people, and look at Rangers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
not
guys.
Not in the world's worst position, pal.
No, they are trying to park the bus in the dying minutes of the game.
Yes.
And we are getting desperate. We have the urgency. We want to score. But the pressure on the ball carrier from Rangers, you know, they go too deep and they lost their aggression.
They do, yeah.
But it's a brilliant cross from Martinez and a brilliant finish from Bruno, I have to say.
The football element of it was brilliant. Because if you watch Bruno's starting position, look how far wide he is. And in fact, he actually comes in. You see the player behind Bruno, if you circle him.
This guy. Yeah,
Bruno's starting position was almost close to him as Martinez was going on the diagonal. On the diagonal. Jarvis, my mate. Look, he's on the diagonal. What do we always say? On the diagonal. But that gives you the cross, doesn't it? That you can go deep and swerve, which is what he does. Now watch Bruno. Watch the sprint. Watch the sprint. Here we go.
Yes.
It's a lovely
and it comes on the perfect, because I love people going on the blind side of the defender.
Yeah.
Go on the blind side.
Absolutely superb. Would you like to, and Hojlund? I mean, Zirkzee was off by then. Hojlund's not in a bad position.
No.
But if I was Hojlund though, I'd be stop it there. It's too late for me. I'd have been in that area a lot quicker, a lot sooner. But actually, watch Hojlund's run is dragging the centre half, which is proper, away from where Martinez wants to place the ball. So, credit to Hojlund.
This is what you get with Hojlund. Sometimes he do these things, and that's why it's so frustrating, because I know that he can do the diagonal runs and open up space for the others.
I actually can't criticise the Rangers defence because I don't think it's too bad.
So let's go with this.
That's a lovely angle. Do you see where Bruno is at the top? Here he comes. 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 What's the acceleration? Not yet. No. There it goes. There's the acceleration. Hojlund takes proper away. Bang. It's a wonderful ball. You can't defend it, actually, Jarvis. You can't defend. You can't argue with that defensive setup and that cross and that finish.
Yeah.
Do it more fucking often.
Fantastic. That was good. And speaking of Hojlund, I just want to show you this because I think he did one good thing at the end of the game when he actually received the ball and did quite good. So let's just this be a little bit of Hojlund.
Rich.
Hojlund, Oh, Rich is in the house. Big up, Rich. Big up.
Big Rich is in the house.
If
you think up, guys, go and subscribe to RDTV as well. RD United TV. He's a good lad, Rich, and he's a nice lad, isn't he?
He is. I enjoy his content.
Yeah, we've appeared on his show, haven't we?
We have several times.
But we have, yeah.
With and without you.
With and without you. Sorry, that's a bit of YouTube for you, isn't it?
So this is the dying minutes. They play long. Maguire comes in,
which is what he does best. Straight in, yeah. No,
here you see Hojlund. Here you see Hojlund, and he takes the ball away from the defender. He can actually create something.
Beautiful little touch.
Yes. So I have to give it to Hojlund. I think he did really well. I just want to see the Maguire header again.
That's how you do it. Straight in. Actually, fair play to both of them because they were both going in full pelt for that.
And Hojlund takes the ball away from the defender.
Because it was a rubbish ball into Hojlund, you know. You see it was a terrible
Mainoo is a little bit sloppy now.
Yeah, it's a terrible ball into him. But he took it well and he got the free kick.
He took it well, yes. Yeah, but I want to show you this when we speaking about strikers. Because tonight, Glimt played Maccabi Haifa from Israel at home. They won the game 3-1. But I want to show you some real strikers.
You're going to show the Gyökeres goal, are you, from last night? Or?
No. It's Glimt from today.
Oh, where are you, main men? Glimt, yes.
I just want to show you how a proper striker moves. This is a striker.
Yeah.
Look at him. In the right area all the time, small movements. Look at him. Suddenly sprinting, dragging the defender with him, opens up space.
Lovely goal.
And
stop it there. Do you know what I would have done? Because I'm an absolute twat. I'm a bastard. You see, your striker that you were mentioning, if you, circle him.
Mm-hmm.
And then put a line between number 5 and your striker. I would have walked up to him. That's where I would have started jockeying him. Jockeying him,
pushing him like this. Go out here.
Yeah, stop him. Stop the. Try to stop his movement, but they're not in a bad position here, are they? Because you could just see the knee, the sock of a defender coming in. Because 26 was the eventual scorer, wasn't he? But they didn't track the run. But you're right about striker movement there, Jarvis. Defender was all right, really. You couldn't really argue with him, but I'd have given him a nudge.
but this is to fully highlight it, everything.
I'd have given
him a nudge. Again here.
Yeah.
The defenders, because he opens up this space.
Oh yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I mean,
and now you see
that's where the
right away exploiting this space.
Yeah,
this is how a striker should move, and this is what I would like to see from both Zirkzee and Hojlund.
This is why me and Phil were talking about. You got to get hold of him, get hold of him, stop him running. But anyway, this doesn't happen in a modern game. You could do it there easy. Stop him going across there, easy.
Yeah, but it was passive defending, but.
No, but it's not the point you're making is the movement part, and you're right. You're absolutely right. I'll take my defending hat off and talk about the movement. You're absolutely right, but I love the movement from 26 as well. By the way, fantastic goal, goal, Jarvis.
So this is what you get. This is Bodø/Glimt, Northern Norway.
We'll get away with that against the mighty Tipton Town.
So yeah. I hope, guys, you enjoyed the show. We are 1 hour 55 minutes, so we have 5 minutes left to do a quick Q&A, and it also gives me the opportunity to play the Q&A song.
Yes. I love that. Roll up. We've got.
Let's move Stu over here
it's
now.
It's the Trevor Wade show. Trevor, you got 3 questions in. We will ask a couple of those for sure. We'll start off with Fred. A very quick one for us, which is kind of nice and easy to start with. Who was your man of the match? We kind of mentioned this earlier. I kind of said nobody, but then I was alerted to Bayındır's 6 saves, which obviously I witnessed. And I very rarely give the goalkeeper man of the match, but I'm going to agree with everybody and go with Bayındır. Nobody from the outfield was even close to deserving a mention. So Bayındır for me.
Yeah, I think Bayındır was fantastic today, and he deserves the man of the match. If we should go, say again.
And I'm pleased. For him.
Yes. But if we should go with FootMob and take a look at the ratings of the players for tonight's game. I don't know if you can see this. Yes. Yeah. Let me try to enhance it just a little bit so it will be able for you guys, because I think most of you are watching this on your phones. So Bayındır gets a 7.7. And Martinez actually gets an 8.3. Amad 7.5.
Bruno got
Dalot 7.5, and Bruno got an 8.6, but most likely because of the goal. But overall, I agree with you, Stu. I think Bayındır was the man of the match today. He had 6 saves, 1 goal conceded. He faced 1.56 expected goals and conceded 1, so he did well. So he prevented 0.56.
I'm not having those scores, by the way, Jarvis, at all.
Nah, well, it is what it is. It's theoretical. And accurate passes 81%, but his accurate long balls. We talked about this after the Arsenal game. Little bit off, 1 out of 6 accurate long balls.
But you can work on that, pal.
He can work on that.
You can work on. Great question, Fred. I hope that's answered it for you. Big Trev is in. Big Trev Wade is in. And he says, do you think Garnacho was playing to stay or playing to leave? Played well at times, but still lacking for me. Jarvis.
I think Garnacho is out of here. We haven't seen this attitude that he showed today up until today under Amorim, and he have looked uncomfortable in this Amorim system. Today, I think in his mind he said "fuck it," and he tried to play as a winger, as the way he knows how to play. He kept his width and ran with the ball and tried to take on his man every time. So it was like kind of the old Garnacho. He didn't play as a number 10, in my opinion. Played more as a winger. So I think he played for himself and for the move. That's just my opinion. Let's see what happens. But good question, Trevor.
Yeah, good question. No, I like that. I'm kind of on the fence with Garnacho. I don't. Your other question, has he reached his ceiling? At Manchester United, I think he probably has. And that's a shame for a young lad, in my opinion. I think he's not learned at all, or he's not been willing to learn. We'll never know on that one. So I don't know. The really good questions, Trev. Very, very difficult. A quick one from Elite Baller. Stu, do you have any functioning mirrors in your house? Great question. You're absolutely right. It's a package. That's what you get. And at my age, it's all I can do to do that. You know, I try my best, Elite Baller, but I'm not
looking good.
I'm not quite pulling it off. But I love your question, pal.
Beauty comes from the inside. Stu.
It does
Always,
indeed.
always,
It has to with me. I mean, I'm not winning a beauty contest, but I'm not, I've got the male model Jarvis alongside me. So
no. You're way too generous, way too kind, way too kind.
No, great question. Jay's in with, we've got two more questions. We got one from Jay and we've got one from the United Football Way. Well, I think this is an unanswerable one, Jay. I think it's a great question. I don't think United can afford to, because we're never going to recoup what we paid for him. I think you're going to have to persevere. No. I don't know what Jarvis you think, but I think you're going to have to persevere with him, pal, unfortunately. And I think there's a striker in there somewhere. But whether he develops the speed that we want and the speed that United need, I have my doubts.
The thing is, it's all connected in a way, and Hojlund's performance is a result of how disjointed we are. He can do better, and he's a better player than he have showed us so far. I think he tries. I think he's willing to learn. I think he tries as good as he can every way. On my golf handicap, I'm a beginner. I'm not a pro. That's for sure. But
do it for fun, don't you, pal?
To get back to my thoughts on Hojlund, I think he can come good. I believe he can come good. I showed you now the last clip. He can do the right things, and we saw on the goal he did that diagonal run and open up space, so he can do it. But I think it's good for him to sit on the bench, observe the game, come in the last 10, 15, 20 minutes and impact the game, gain his confidence, and actually watch the game and learn. Because I think you develop better that way than just playing every goddamn minute of the game and meeting the wall, playing against Saliba, playing against Van Dijk, not getting anywhere. I think his confidence will be shattered that way. So we need a main man, a main striker who can show Hojlund how to play, and he will come good. Yeah. But he needs time and not all that pressure being the main striker.
Yeah, but Jay,
I'm not actually in favor of selling him. I think we should just keep him.
I think we should keep him. But Jay, like I said on Monday's show, I think you were watching.
Big up, Jules.
Hojlund's got to learn to. Jules, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Hojlund's got to learn to go somewhere, find a big tough centre half, and practice against him. You have to do that. It's the only way you hone your game. You can do so much at training, but go and hone your game and go up against, I don't know, whoever it may be. Go to another team, a friend, and need some help on how to out-muscle you. And, he's got to do that. He's got to learn to do that. So I hope he does. I'm with Jarvis. I wouldn't sell him. Yeah. DJ Superfly guy, question for you, Jarvis. Do we get good views of the North? Oh, what a great question. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Always. When I'm outside, walking the dog, I just look up at the sky and you see it's all green from south to north. It's incredible. And if you haven't seen it, you probably should go to the north and have a look. The aurora. It's some. Even I have seen it all my life. It always gets me looking out. You feel part of a bigger thing. So yeah, it's great.
Just a quick one. Jarvis sent me a couple of pictures the other day of the sun rising. It's early morning in Norway, and it was absolutely stunning. United Football Way. Well, just before we answer that quickly, we'll just talk about this. It's a very good point. You're right. When you look at some of the players that developed a lot quicker, Rooney, example, Giggs, for example, Yamin Yamal, Bellingham, some really, really good young players who develop quickly. I think that's a fair comment. Last question then, and we kind of almost touched on this right at the beginning of the show, United Football Way. I said to Jarvis, has Onana been dropped? And we think so. We both think that Bayındır should get at least 5 games between the posts. So that's our hope, United Football Way.
Yeah. So that leaves the end of the Q&A. We have been doing 2 hours and 5 minutes. I see Lillis comes in. I see Jarvis, I need to sleep.
Yes, we're going.
And you're doing a 25-hour live stream. Well, we have a lot to talk about. Every time when Stu and I get together, we start talking football.
We just start
nerds. It's like...
We are the two nerds. By the way, big thanks to Mick, if he's still in the chat. He sent a lovely tweet out, and I shall read it. Subscribe to the best upcoming tactical Manchester United channel on YouTube. Don't forget to smash a like for at Bowley77, Jarvis, and at Stu Woolley, keeping it real. What a great, very, very kind tweet from Mick. Thank you, pal. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Really, really nice.
And we need all the help we can get. We're not even monetized. We are on... I don't know how many subscribers we are on right now, but let's have a look. We are on 388 subscribers. So we are 12 short for 400, but the goal is 500. So help us out, guys. Spread the word. Give the likes, subscribe. And especially it's important for the algorithms to leave a comment in the non-live sections after the show. So I will always answer every question and every comment as good as I can. So I would appreciate all the help we can get. And the show is not me and Stu, it's you guys. It wouldn't be much of a show if it was Stu and me sitting here waffling by ourselves. So
definitely two nerds.
Thank you for
definitely two football nerds. Yeah, no, actually the questions are brilliant as always. The interaction in the chat, and you're right. What we like is you pull us up on things. If you don't think we're right, you pull us up on things, and that's good for us as well, because we don't know anything really about football. We don't really know anything. We like to talk about football, and that for us is what it's all about. Well, for me it is anyway, and I know it is for Jarvis. So that's what
you always are eloquent with your words and how you say things too. And I'm so jealous. I wish I was fluent in English, the same way that you are, more with your vocabulary.
You're Norwegian, dude. I can't speak any Norwegian, so you're doing absolutely fine, pal. You're doing fine.
Thank you. Done and Dusted comes in and say this show will grow, no doubt about it. Thank you, Done and Dusted. I'm glad you have faith in us. Trevor Wade, fabulous show, tactical, brilliant, fair play, Jarvis, and okay, Stu.
Hey, I'm doing something right. If Trent gives me some things.
Lillis comes in, brilliant show, guys, and legends. And DJ Superfly gives Mick some love for the great tweet. J United, always supportive of the channel, comes in and say great show, Jarvis, Stu, and everybody. Yes. So thank you, guys. It's been fantastic. We are on 44 likes.
Apologies. We're just about to end. Sorry.
Oh,
never foul.
Oh, yeah, we are ending. Big up, Cass. Big up. Yeah, we're ending the show. We have been doing 2 hours and 9 minutes at the moment, so I'm a little bit streamed out. But thank you for dropping by. Smash the like if you haven't. And guys and girls, it's been a pleasure for you keeping us company for 2 hours. It's been great. We won finally a game. And Stu and I will be back. When is our next show?
Sunday night. We'll be late Sunday again. Sunday night again.
Sunday night, yeah. I don't know if we will have the time. Maybe I will try to do a preview on Saturday. But I know the weekends for you, Stu. So
I'll be struggling. We've got a lot on this weekend. Family coming up for Jake is, he's milking it basically. Jarvis is milking it, but grandparents and that. So.
Cassie's asking how come I can't like the video? Why?
Oh no!
What?
No, like.
Like the video if you can. But he says there's no option.
Can they do it in a cold night in Tipton? No, they bloody can't, pal. You've got to be made of sterner stuff to get out and play in Tipton. Sterner stuff. You've got to be made of sterner stuff to live there, I think.
Doesn't even allow me to gas. Come on. You're allowed to subscribe. Yes, I would love to have you as a subscriber to the Tactical Devils. It's good to have people on here, and it's fantastic. But guys, we are ending the show. It's been great, guys, girls, everybody tuning in. Thank you for all the what do you call it, the involvement, and we will see you. I will most likely see you Saturday, but me and Stu will be back on Sunday. So
We're back
have a
Sunday
good one,
night,
everybody, and have a good night. Goodbye.